Hello, I'm Sandra and I'm going to show you some techniques on how to do a facial massage for anti-aging and to keep your skin nice and glowing. So we will start off with the top here, between the eyebrows, and we will press. Use a fairly firm pressure on this part of the face, okay, and you would slowly trace it up, okay, followed by the middle of the brow in 3 parts. Okay, and then the side of the brow. These will help to prevent the wrinkles on the foreheads. Next, what I'd like you to do is to put your fingers like that and to go at the top and the bottom of the brow. So you pretty much want to pinch, okay, your eyebrows. Okay, you can do it 3 times. And after this, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to press the bottom of the eye where usually the eye bags are. Now for this action, I would like you to be very careful because what you want to do is you want to press, okay, and not to pull, because when you pull, you may inevitably produce more wrinkles. So you want to be very gentle but yet firm, and you want to press. Okay, so all you want to do is to just exercise the muscles under the eye. Next, what you'll do is you'll move on to the sinuses, and here you would trace the cheekbones. All around, you can feel the cheekbones very obviously, and it will end up where the jaw meets the cheekbones. That's the hinge. You can give it a press there, and you can continue from the front and do it again. Okay, this is very good, especially after a long day. If you've been talking a lot or you've been smiling a lot, can get sore here. So this is an exercise that you can do. Next, what I'd like you to do is to also start from bottom of the nose. To get rid of the laugh lines, I'd like you to trace where the lips are. Okay, and again you can do this 2 or 3 times. Okay, one more time. Use whatever finger is comfortable for you. In this case, I've used the index finger. Okay, this is very good exercise to eliminate laughter lines. And then after that, I'd like you to come down here, okay, and trace the bottom of your chin. And then also to give your face a pinch all around the chin. Okay, so all around the chin, all the way to the ears. And then when you come to the ears, I'd like you to tug at the earlobes. The Chinese believe that the ears correspond to the whole body. So the spine of the ears, as you can see here, I'd like you to pinch it, because it also corresponds to your back. Okay, just give it a twist, pinch, and then when you get to the bottom, I'd like you to tug your earlobes. Okay, so that's a simple facial exercise that if you can do every day, will keep you looking healthy and young.
Spread the legs. Cover one foot with a cloth or towel while you work on the other. Knock the limbs and calf. For the feet. Rub the foot before you use cream. Lather cream on foot and calf. Use the figure of 8 to massage. This is to open up the foot by spreading the middle area with the thumbs. Repeat steps 10 times. Apply the strength of 2 thumbs to massage the middle of foot to heal for maximum effect. For the toes, massage back of toe with knuckle for head, neck aches, and for sinus. Pull the toes. Use your knuckle to rub the sole for the eyes and ears in clockwise direction. Use the thumbs to massage front of sole. Do it in 3 portions. For the soles, spread the foot open again by massaging downwards. This is for the digestive systems and intestines. Use your knuckles to massage the sole. For the heels, in circular motion, massage with your left knuckle. This area is for the private area and bladder. For the side of the feet, massage with your thumbs in circular motion. Use your other hand for support. When you massage your big toe, you are actually massaging for your nose. The side of your foot is for the long spine and chest. Heel is for the lower back. And the side of heel is for the tailbone and lower back. For the front of your feet, use 2 thumbs and massage upwards towards ankle. This is for the lymphatic area.
So for the warm-up, what we do is we would massage the shoulders with our entire palm, okay? So the whole palm rests on the shoulders, and we are looking after the muscles that are behind the neck, this portion here, okay? So this is the warm-up stage. For some people who have very, very tight shoulders, what we can do is we can also apply pressure using the palms of our hands, which is the meatiest part of our hand, and applying it to the meatiest part between the neck and the shoulder. Okay, be careful to avoid the bone, the shoulder blade, because that can be very painful. Okay, and if the person that you're massaging is much larger than you are, then you can also use your elbows, okay, like this. Okay, and be sure not to use the sharpest point of your elbow, but the meatiest part of your elbow. We're now going to do another sequence called the catwalk. So what we'll do is we'll have Rachel turn to the side and lie down on the bed as flat as you can. Okay, and we're going to do an alternate palm catwalk. Starting from the top here where the scapula is, there is a little groove for you to latch on. You start here, and with your palms firmly on her back, we will do an alternate walk down the entire back. Be careful to avoid the spine area. So have an inch in between your two palms to allow for the spine, and go all the way down. For this technique, you can feel free to use your entire body weight. Okay, give it a little rotation here, and then we can go right from the start again and repeat the same sequence. And we can do this 3 times. Okay, just be sure to have your hands resting firmly on her back, like so. Next, friction circles. The spine is in the center of the back. What we'll do is we would leave about an inch away from the spine, and we would do circles. Instead of doing circles, you can also opt to do a pressure point technique like that. And if the person that you're working on is very large, you can also use your knuckles. And then you can repeat the sequence right at the top again. Of course, if the person that you're working on is really, really large, then you can use your elbows. Just avoid the spine area. That's really important. The next thing we would be working on the neck. So to work on the neck, we would use the right hand on the neck, and the left hand we will support the forehead. So starting from the top of the neck here, we would go in round circles, slowly towards the base of the neck. Be very careful here that you don't want to open your fingers too wide so that you'll reach the sides of her neck. That can be painful and it can choke her. Also, do not open it too small because then you won't have enough to hold on to. Okay, so just nice, looking at the size of the neck. Okay, just firmly but comfortably move your fingers down the entire length, and then go up again. And then you will see that there are 2 sockets at the base of the neck there, okay, where the hairline ends. So what you would do from here would be to put your fingers in those 2 sockets and lift and hold for a few seconds. 2 or 3 seconds will do, and then release and massage the 2 sockets. Okay? Okay, so we start from the top of the arm, the deltoids, and we move down. We can support her arm in this way where the elbow, my hand is supporting her elbow, and we come down to the forearm. Again, we are actually manipulating the muscles. If you notice, it's not just on the surface, it's really getting down into the muscles. When you come to the wrist, I like to give it a flick, okay, and then give it a stretch. Okay, feel free to stretch, it doesn't hurt at all and it's really comfortable. Okay, and then massage each little finger, give it a tug. Lastly, the thumb. And then you turn over, and I'd like you to stretch. This will really help to soothe their hands. I'd like you to open up the palms because it's really comfortable, and many a times we have our palms actually closed up. So open up the palms. Okay. You can also do this. Or if you're more comfortable, you can also do this, like that. and then when you finish, just turn it over and give it a last stretch, and then we'll put it back. So we'll start right now by having our fingers firmly on our scalp, and what we'll do is we would just massage the entire scalp. Okay, this is a very nice and relaxing exercise to do. Your fingers should be planted firmly on your scalp, and you should exert a measure of pressure here. We are not just doing the surface of the hair, we're actually getting deep down into the scalp. Okay, and what you'll do is you would go around the whole head. Okay, every part, the sides. Even better if someone can do this for you, but if you're alone then and you have a headache, then you just have to help yourself, and this is what you can do. Okay, and then the back of the head also, because a lot of tension is always trapped there. When you are happy with this, when you have completed this step, what you can do next is we have a lot of pressure points on the head, many pressure points. So starting from the center and moving all along the meridian lines all the way to the sides of the head, I'd like you to once again press. Okay, exert some measure of pressure and press all the way down, right down to the back of the head. Okay, alright, and then you open up about 1 cm apart from the center, and again you go down. Okay, you're actually stimulating the many nerve endings at the scalp, and it's very good for your hair also, because what happens is when a person is very stressed out, okay, a lot of blood doesn't get to the scalp because the scalp is very tight. Okay, so as a result of that, the blood and the nutrients cannot get there, and therefore the roots become weak and the hair starts to fall out. But if you do this exercise regularly, you're actually stimulating the scalp muscles and the nerve endings, and you're also making sure that the roots are healthy. And as a result of that, your hair stays in place and they don't fall out, and you have nice, healthy, glossy hair. Okay, so you can repeat this a few times if you like, okay, and keep doing that. Now the next thing you can do, okay, to stimulate the roots would be to pull your hair. Now I suggest you do this carefully, and when you're doing it on yourself, you can actually take larger bunches of hair, okay, and pulling it. Okay, when you do that, gently but firmly, you're actually stimulating the roots. Okay, looks a bit funny, but it actually does help. Okay, so keep doing that. Now if you're doing for somebody else, I would suggest that you take smaller bunches of hair. Like, you know, you can do this. It's very comfortable and very relaxing. If someone has problems sleeping, you can do these head massages, maybe for your spouse or your partner. Okay, it would put them right to sleep. So you can do little bunches. Okay, otherwise if it's for yourself, big bunches. Okay, and then next what you do is I'd like you to tie up your hair if you have long hair. And then now I'd like you to work on the base of your scalp, okay, where it meets your neck. Okay, this area has a lot of trapped tension. Okay, because when you are stressed, again, sitting in front of the computer, for example, your neck muscles become very tight, and then it prevents blood from going into the head. So this whole area would be very sore as well. Okay, so I'd like you to just trace the bottom of the skull. Okay, and when it feels better, then you can stop.
Press down the scapula, back and buttock with both hands. Place arms on both sides and massage along the upper body till buttock. Press the buttock cheeks with both hands and move in circular motion. Place your hands on one top of the other and press against the lower body. Repeat steps till you reach the feet. Press your fist until the sole of the feet. Shoulder blades. Place her arm at the back in a 90 degrees angle. Press her arms against the back and stretch backwards. Bend the leg at the knee and apply pressure. This would relax the muscles of the thighs. Do it for the other leg. Bend the foot gently to stretch heels. Take both legs and bend till the buttocks. Cross the legs and bend them down gently. Place your hands on her feet and bend them down parallel to the floor. Take her hand and pull gently to stretch the back. Take her leg and stretch in opposite direction to stretch the waist. Do the same for the other leg. Put your hand on the waist to support yourself. For the neck, sit up and cross legs. Place one hand on shoulder and tilt the head to the side. Turn head to the other side and move your face to the shoulders. Repeat for the other side. Take both arms and lift them up on the same length to the shoulder and stretch backwards. Place both arms on neck and twist body gently to the side. Repeat for the other side. Take both arms from the back and gently lift them up. Use the sides of your hands and beat gently up and down to the back. Use the sides of your fist and beat gently up and down the spine. Wash your hands. Use oil-based moisturizing hand scrub that uses microdermabrasion as it removes dead skin cells by light abrasion. Apply scrub lotion evenly on your hand. Start scrubbing in a circular motion from the wrist down to your fingers to remove dead skin cells. Hold up your hand and scrub your palm using both thumbs. Be sure to scrub your hands thoroughly. Scrub in between your fingers. After scrubbing, rinse your hands with warm water. Dry your hands before you begin the massage. Now, use massage lotion and begin massaging your hands. Apply massage lotion evenly on your hand up to the wrist. Begin massaging in a circular motion from the wrist down to your fingers. Hold up your hand by the wrist and massage the palm with your thumbs. Do not forget to massage the bones of the thumbs and fingers. Grip the fingers firmly, wrapping all of your fingers around a single finger. Squeeze and twist gently as you slowly pull down towards the end of finger. Repeat steps 3 to 5 times on all your fingers. Wash your hands thoroughly with water and pat dry. If your hands turn red after massage, it means that your blood circulation has improved.
And you can do this twice or 3 times. And then next, I'd like you to sit on your left hand, palms facing down. And I'd like you to use your right hand to extend the stretch. It's a very simple exercise, but very effective. And sitting on your palm actually helps to extend the stretch. And I'd like you to look up and look down. Feel the stretch. And then I'd like you to look at 45 degrees angle and tilt your head down. That was nice, wasn't it? Now next, I'd like you to repeat on the other side. Sit on your right hand, palms down, and tilt your head to the left. Feel the stretch. And then look up. Feel another muscle stretching, and then look down to the floor. And look at a 45 degrees angle. Press your head down. Okay, now that that's loosened up, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to do a shoulder roll. Okay, this is a very simple exercise, but very effective because a lot of tension is usually trapped here. So just roll your shoulders back, okay? Do it 5 times or more if you can. Okay? And then move forward. Okay? You can do it 5 times. All right, and next we'll do a shoulder stretch by putting the left arm across the chest and your right arm pushing it. Okay, you can stretch it as far as you like. You can also look the other way. And then now on your right side. Okay, now we'll move into the self-massage techniques for the shoulders. Simply, you just lift up your hand, use this hand as a leverage and support the elbow. This way you can go much further back and just give your tight muscles a good squeeze. Okay, the leverage actually helps you to go further if you need to. Okay, you can work on the tight muscles around the neck area and the shoulder area. Okay, and switch to the other hand. Okay, and do the same thing. Okay, and lastly, for the neck, I would like you to hold your fingers out and using your thumb and the other 4 fingers for support, I would like you to hold your neck at a comfortable width, and then starting from the base of the skull in big circular motions, I would like you to slowly work your way down to the base of the neck. Okay, it's a very comfortable, simple movement, and it's very good for releasing the tension in the neck area. Alright, so big circular motions, and you can apply some pressure here according to what you need, and then do it on the other side also, again using the thumbs and the 4 fingers as a support. So you clench your fists, and then you release it, clench it, release it. One more time, clench and release. Next, I'd like you to shake your hands. Okay, shake out all the chi. Okay, and then flick your fingers. This is all part of warm-up. Okay, flick your fingers a few times. Next, I'd like you to rotate your wrists. Many of you may work on the computers for a long period of time, so you would have repetitive strain injury if you do not massage or exercise your wrists. So this is a very good exercise to do. And then what I'd like you to do is also to rotate your thumbs. Okay, from all the blackberries and the SMSs, exercise your thumbs. Okay, strengthen the thumbs. Next, on each and every finger, I'd like you to rotate the finger just to loosen up. Okay, this might take some time. You can do this on the train, while you're in the train or in the bus, waiting for someone or in the office. Okay, just loosen up all the fingers, left and right. It may feel a little bit awkward to start with, but you get better at it. Okay, and then the next finger, next hand. Okay, right and left, right, left. This is still part of warm-up. Now all the fingers are suitably loosened. Just give it one last flick again. Okay, and now we're going to actually go on to the reflexology proper. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to press the tips of every single finger. Okay, this corresponds to the head and the sinuses. Okay, so the hand, the palm, is actually a roadmap to the entire body. Okay, so doing reflex on the hand can actually help you to reach all parts of your body also. One thing you can do is also put a peg on your fingertips. Okay, that's another thing. If you don't want to expend the energy to press your fingers, you can do that. But this corresponds to the head and the sinuses. So just press the top. This is something that you can do on a daily basis. It's actually nice. You can do it for your children too. Okay, so press the top, every single finger. And next, I'd like you to also press the sides of the finger. Okay, this corresponds to the neck and the throat. so just press the sides. As you press, you might also want to massage it a little. That's also fine. Okay, so just press the sides, especially on the thumbs. Okay, a lot of nerve endings are on the thumbs. A lot of pressure points are on the thumbs. So you want to pay attention to your thumbs. Get onto the other side, press it all the way down, and then massage it. Press, massage. Yes, and massage. Okay. Especially for those of you who have neck strain and headaches, this is a very good exercise to do. Okay, if you feel a headache coming up, you can work on your fingers. Okay, so after you do this, now for those of you who use your eyes a lot, if you look in front of the computer a lot, you're on your desk all the time, you have very tired eyes, the area that I want you to work on would be between your fingers. Okay, this little valley here between all the fingers, this corresponds to the eyes and the ears. Okay, so just give it a squeeze. Okay, on both sides. There is a lot of points that you can work on, but these are the main ones. Okay, just give it a good squeeze. Okay, now the palm is also a very interesting part of the body. The palm can be separated into 3 segments: the top, the bottom, the center, and the bottom. Okay, the top corresponds to the shoulders, the heart, and the lungs. The middle part of your palm corresponds to your stomach, liver, kidney, and spleen. Basically, whatever's in the middle of your body, okay, that's where the middle of your palm reaches. Stomach, liver, kidney, and spleen. And the bottom part of the palm is where the intestines, the colon, and the bladder is. Basically, you want to do it on both sides. Okay, so the top, the middle, and you can see why this is actually very good if you do it for your children or even for your spouse. It helps put them to sleep also because it's something very relaxing and it's very comfortable and it's also very healthy. Lastly, what you can do is, this is the solar plexus. If you put your middle finger and just go down to where your palm is, this is where your center of your body is, okay? So what you can do as an end is to just press it. Okay, hold for a few seconds. Again, on this side, put your finger down, and where it ends, that's where your solar plexus is, you press it down. Okay, this is just a simple exercise. You can of course also massage the back of your hands. Okay, if you want, there are also a lot of pressure points here. All right, massage the back of your hands. And then lastly, just shake your hands off to finish the whole sequence. That's it. Hope you enjoy it.
Aromatherapy massage uses essential oils derived from plants to achieve therapeutic benefits. Spread an amount of aromatherapy oil on your hand and lather. The first technique is called effleurage, which means to skim or to touch lightly on in the French language. It is a series of massage strokes used in Swedish massage to warm up the muscle. The stroke used is called petrissage. Massage movements with applied pressure which are deep and compressed the underlying muscles. Kneading, wringing, skin rolling, and pick up and squeeze are the petrissage movements. They are all performed with the padded palm surface of the hand, the surface of the finger, and also the thumbs. Massage oils have different properties. When one is going through depression in all kinds of mood and pregnancy, one can use certain aromatherapy oil. Some will help to boost your immunity against flu. Friction strokes work on deeper muscles than the techniques previously described. The friction technique is a pressure stroke and is the deepest that is used in Swedish massage. The massage therapist applies pressure by placing the weight of his or her body on the flat of the hand and the pads of the thumbs, knuckles, fingers, or the back of the forearms, and then releases the pressure slowly and gently. This movement should be continuous sliding motion or a group of alternating circular motions. Start from bottom to top of shoulder. Press on the back and massage upwards in circular motion. Move on to the neck with the same massage stroke. End off with effleurage stroke. Massage the oil from feet to thighs. Knead the calf. Avoid the popliteal area. Popliteal refers to anatomical structures located in the back of the knee. Use both hands placed in opposite directions and massage upwards.